Dear students, in previous class we have learned about how the two or more than two cells are connected each other. Like again I just explained to you that if you are just going through the picture, then you can find out that how these two cells are connected. Here you can see that the positive terminal of a first cell and there is the negative terminal of the first cell. That means the negative terminal of the first cell is connected to the positive terminal of the second cell. And in second picture, if you are just going through it, then you can find out that four cells are connected to each other like this. How they are connected to each other? That means the first cell negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the second cell. The negative terminal of the second cell connected to the positive terminal of the third cell, and the negative terminal of the third cell is connected to the positive terminal of the fourth cell. So that is the combination of the cells, and I also told to you that is a combination of cells in series. It is the series combination of cells. So in such a way we can form a battery. In the next picture, if you have seen that there are the two cells are there and they are connected like this. That means a one wire is connected to the one terminal, that is your negative terminal. That I told to you that in a in a cell there are positive and negative terminal, and commonly the top of the cell is positive terminal and the bottom of the cell is considered to be the negative terminal. So you can see that one wire is connected to the bottom of the cell, and the top part again you can see there is a wire, another wire is attached with it. Again I explained to you that there is the negative, this is the positive, this is positive and this is the negative terminal. So you can see that there is a common wire attached to in both these cells. That wire is connected to the positive terminal of the first cell to the negative terminal of the next cell. So in that way that combination is make a battery. Another combination you can see in that picture. Here again we have used the two cells, but this time what we are going to do is we are just connecting the positive terminal to the negative terminal of the base. That means upside down. This time what we are going to do, we are just placing the cell upside down. Here we are just placing the positive to the positive terminal. What I explained to you here is, in that picture you can see that both the positive terminal are facing each other and bottom of the negative are facing each other. But in that case, that means in the case of second, negative terminal is facing the positive terminal, and in bottom if you are seeing the picture, the positive terminal is facing the negative terminal. So how we can connect this type of combination? To connect this type of combination, what we are going to do, we are just commonly connect the positive and negative terminal by a single wire. Here you can see there in the bottom there is a wire which is connected between the positive to the negative terminal, and we are just make two wires attached on the top on the negative terminal and the positive terminal. So these are some ways by which we can connect the cell with each other and we can form the battery. These are the simple ways by which we can arrange the combination of cells. Like again I told you that first combination is in which what we are going to do is we are taking the cells, this is your positive terminal, this is your negative, then we have take a wire, we are connected the negative terminal of the wire and there is the positive terminal of the wire. In some cases what we are going to do, we are taking this the two cells, these are the two cells we are taking, we are facing the positive each other and negative terminal each other. Then how we are able to connect? There you can see there is a wire, then there is a common wire attached with each other, and there is another free wire, so we can get negative and positive terminal in that combination. Another combination which we have shown in the figure, that is there is a positive and negative, and here a negative and positive terminals are there. Now how we are able to connect? We are taking a common wire and connected this negative and positive terminal, and we are just making the two wires free here. In that way also we can find the combination of cells. So basically cells and battery are some differences. What are the differences? We can find out according to their definition. What the definition has suggested to us? Electric cell has a positive and a negative terminals. In the case of the battery also we have a positive and negative terminal. Like in that picture also, if you have seen, there is a positive and negative terminal. In that first picture, that is the combination of three cells, whereas we have seen there is another picture I shows to you, that is the combination of two cells. In both the, either in a cell or in a battery, we have got a positive and negative terminal free. In between them maybe two or more than two cells are connected to each other, but there are one positive terminal and one is negative terminal is there. So what is the definition has given? In electrical cell, a positive terminal and a negative terminal is there. The symbol of a electrical cell has a large and a shorter line. That means if you are just going back and try to make it the symbol of a cell, then there is a bigger line and a shorter line. That means there is a line which are parallel to each other, that is your bigger line, and there is a shorter line. Bigger line is representing the positive terminal and the shorter line is represent the negative terminal. This is the symbol of electrical cell. The longer line is a positive terminal and the shorter line is the negative terminal, that we have learned. What is the battery? A battery is a combination of two or more cells. In a battery, the positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the other cell. Like in that picture also, if you are just look out carefully in that picture, and what we have seen, that the negative terminal of this first cell is connected to the positive terminal of the next cell, and this second cell negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the third cell, and in that way that combination is made, and we have got a collective, you can say that this is the collective approach to create a battery. There are the three cells and there is a positive and negative terminal is there. In that way we are able to make a battery. Now there are the two different ways we had to be place the one cell to the another cell. One place to the another cell we can easily form, and that is the formation of the battery. How we are placed to each other? Like in the second picture you have seen, sometimes we need to be make the battery with the help of cells, and we are placing the cells with each other in such a way that it can become compact and convenience for us. So that's why we always prefer to have a combination of upside down combination of cells. That means if you carefully look out the second picture, in second picture you can see that there are a metal strips are attached both the sides of this battery. At the left hand side and right hand side, if you are carefully look out, there are some metal strips are attached to each other, and in between there are the cells are placed. So why this type of common strips are attached to each other? That is the what is the reason they are attached this common strip? Because we want to reduce the space. Because if we are connected the cells in series combination, that means like if we are placing the cells like this, then they are acquire more area, or you can say that they are acquire the more cells. Suppose if we are taking only the three cells and attach with each other in in this combination, then what will happen? That will require a very that is required a very large area. So we are choosing a combination in which we can reduce the area and become the battery very compact to us. That's why this type of combination we are prefer to connect with each other. That's why that type of combination is attached with each other, and that is called the cell holder. This is the picture which we have shown. This is called the cell holder. This is your cell holder. Cell holder means which can easily hold the cells. What is the use of that battery? The use of that battery is we have using this battery in many devices. That battery can be used such as torches, transistor, toys, TV remote controls. Use of the battery is there. In some of these devices, the electrical cells are not always placed one after the other, like which I mentioned to you that it cannot be placed like this. Like it is positive, negative, and positive, negative. That means these, what from that line we need to be understand that they are not placed like this. They are placing like this, parallel to each other, and they are attached with a strip. That is the way we can make the parallel combination of the cell, and with the help of that we can easily form the battery. So devices like the torches, transistors, switches, TV remote control use the battery, and that is the combination of cells, and that is the battery. Sometimes the cells are placed side by side, then they are connected with each other. Inside the battery compartment of any device, there is usually a thick wire or a metal strip connecting the positive terminal of one cell to the negative terminal of the next cell. In order to help we place the cells correctly in the battery compartment, that's why the positive and the negative symbols are usually printed there. If you are just look at carefully, then on that strip, if you are just open the remote control where we are placing the cells, then you can find in that area there are positive and negative terminals are mentioned, and according to that we are just placing the cells there. That is called the battery. So how can we connect the cells to prepare a battery for our activities? We can make a cell holder. That how we can make a cell holder? For that purpose we required, this is the picture which we can make a cell holder. We are required a wooden board. There you can see that we have required. How we can make it? We required a wooden block, 2 iron strips, and a rubber band. What we required here is we are required a wooden board, we required a rubber band, and we are required the metal strips. In that picture, if you are just go through that, then you can see here we are required these three things: wooden board, number 1, second rubber band, and this is the metal strip, and 2 free wires. So how we are able to make our make the cell holder? For that purpose, what we are going to do, we are just taking the wooden board, on that we are fixing this to metal strip. In between them we are just placing the 2 cells. This is the series combination. Here we are using the series combination of cells. That means on a lengthwise we are connected the cells. After that, what we are going to do, we are just tightly attach a rubber band on it, and we are connected the two wires. In that way, we are making our cell holder. Second picture has shows to you that type of cell holders are available into the market. In that, you can see that there is a spring like structure is attached is there. This is the spring like structure is attached there. This is the spring type structure is nothing but it is a type of strip or a wire in which we are placing. Here you can see there is a gap in which we are placing the cells and form a cell holder. So in that way we can make our own battery. This is the example of how we are able to connect the cells to each other and how we are able to form the battery. But normally when we are finding out that how the battery is look like, that is a normal battery combination. But where we are require the larger use, like the batteries are used in tractors, trucks or inverter made from cells. So made from the different variety of cells which are connected to each other. That type of batteries are known to be as secondary batteries. If you have just seen the picture, then there is a battery hand shows to us, and that is a battery of a truck. In that case also there are the different compartments are made here, and they all are called the cells. If you are go through that picture, then there is the several strips. You have seen there is a green strips are attached to each other. So these are also the combination of cells, and in that way we are forming the battery. In that case, so again we just want to conclude that the terminal of one cell is connected to the terminal of the positive terminal of a one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the next cell, and connect a piece of wire each to the metal clips on a cell holder. In that way we can easily prepare the battery. And we have also learned about how we are able to draw the symbol of a battery. Here we have represent like this. This is the combination of battery. This is the combination of battery or combination of a cell, which is the symbol of battery is here. So this is the symbols, and there is a different variety of symbols, and how we are able to represent the electrical cell and battery. Now we are going to the next activity, in which what we are going to do, how we can make a electrical circuit. Okay, in your previous class also we have learned about there are the circuit, but how we are able to represent them by their symbols. Like in your activity 14.1, what we have mentioned that in 14.1 we are required some electrical components. What are the electrical components we required? We required, if we are just going through that, then according to the 14.7 figure, what we required a electrical cell. There is a safety pin which we are just using as a switch, electrical bulb, and the wires. That means these are the basic requirement to form a electrical circuit. Now we want to make the circuit in such a way that we can represent all these electrical components by their symbols. So how we are represent that can be drawn into the second picture, that is your figure 14.8. that is a picture. There you can see this switch is replaced by its symbols. This is the symbol of electrical switch. This is the electrical cell that is replaced by its symbol. Here you can see that there is an electrical bulb that is replaced by its symbol, and the wires are made from these lines. These are the symbol of wires, and in that way they are connected to each other, and that is the representation of this electrical circuit. That is also called in physics circuit diagram. What is a circuit diagram? Circuit diagram is nothing but it is the pictorial representation of the electrical components. Okay, electrical component. So how we are able to form this electrical circuit? Electrical circuit can be formed like this. We are taking a electrical cell. So electrical cell is represented by this. This is your electrical cell. Then its wire is connected to a switch. So we are making a switch there. Then it is, after that it is connected to a electrical component like bulb. So this is the symbol of bulb, and it is connected with the battery, and it is connected with the switch, not battery. It is connected to a switch, and after that switch it is connected with the cell. So that is the way we are represent the electrical circuit. If we can make in another way, cell and switch can be placed anywhere in the diagram. Like if I want to place a cell here and switch is there, just not making the electrical circuit which shown to us into the figure. I'm placing the cell here, switch is there, and after that I'm just connecting the bulb. This is the symbol of bulb, and connecting like this. So that is also the correct diagram. In the electrical circuit, we always also show the direction of electric current, and the direction of electric current is always from positive to the negative terminal. I'm showing the arrows. These arrows are representing that the electric current is flow from positive to the negative terminal. Again, if we just go through that picture, then how we are able to represent the direction of electrical current? There you can see from positive to negative terminal, we are representing the direction of electric current. I hope you understand this. Thank you very much.